Hi, I'm Rev Myron, and today I'm going to be talking about A Course in Miracles. And this is the epilogue or the introduction to the daily lessons. And here's what it says. A theoretical foundation, such as a text provides, is necessary as a framework to make the exercises in this workbook meaningful. Yet it is doing the exercises that will make the goal of the course possible. An untrained mind can accomplish nothing. It is the purpose of this workbook to train your mind to think along the lines the text sets forth. The exercises are very simple. They do not require a great deal of time, and it does not matter where you do them. They need no preparation. The training period is 1 year. The exercises are numbered from 1 to 365. Do not undertake to do more than one set of exercises a day. The workbook is divided into two main sections. The first dealing with the undoing of the way you see now, and the second with the acquisition of true perception. With the exception of the review periods, each day's exercises are planned around one central idea, which is stated first. This is followed by a description of the specific procedures by which the idea for the day is to be applied. The purpose of the workbook is to train your mind in a systematic way to a different perception of everyone and everything in the world. The exercises are planned to help you generalize the lessons so that you will understand that each of them is equally applicable to everyone and everything you see. Transfer of training and true perception does not proceed as does transfer of the training or the world. If true perception has been achieved in connection with any person, situation, or event, total transfer of everyone and everything is certain. On the other hand, one exception held apart from true perception makes its accomplishments anywhere impossible. The only general rules to be observed throughout then are, first, that the exercises be practiced with great specificity, as will be indicated. This will help you generalize the ideas involved to every situation in which you find yourself and to everyone and everything in it. Second, be sure that you do not decide for yourself that there are some people, situations, or things to which these ideas are inapplicable. This will interfere with transfer of training. The very nature of true perception is that it has no limits. It is the opposite of the way you see now. The overall aim of these exercises is to increase your ability to extend the ideas you will be practicing to include everything. This will require no effort on your part. The exercises themselves meet the conditions necessary for this kind of transfer. Some of the ideas the workbook presents you will find hard to believe, and others may seem to be quite startling. This does not matter. You're merely asked to apply the ideas as you are directed to do. You're not asked to judge them at all. You're asked only to use them. It is their use that will give them meaning to you and will show you that they are true. Remember only this. You need not believe the ideas. You need not accept them. And you need not even welcome them. Some of them you will actively resist. None of this will matter or decrease their efficacy. But do not allow yourself to make exceptions implying the ideas the workbook contains. And whatever your reactions to the ideas may be, use them. Nothing more than this is required. If this is your first year of going through the workbook, welcome. I'm very excited for you because these lessons are going to shift you into a new, happier, and more peaceful way of living. We are told that it is the purpose of this workbook to train your mind along the lines the text sets forth. This is a mind training course. Our thoughts are very powerful, so powerful that they have made the world we see now. Obviously, since we made the world through our separation thoughts, they need to change if we are to release the world that is the effect of our guilt and fear. Once we learn to live without fear and guilt driving us, we will then see what is possible when the world represents the loving thoughts of which we are capable because we are love itself. These lessons, if done as they are set out here, will shift the mind effortlessly. They are training us to think differently, one gentle step at a time. These first few lessons are so simple that new students often want to do more than one a day. Jesus knew that this would be our thoughts because at the beginning, we do not always understand the importance of these lessons. For this reason, he makes a point of telling us, do not undertake to do more than one set of exercises a day. Another question new students have is, can I do the lessons for more than one day? There's no reason we cannot do this. In this group, we're going to do one a day. And if you want to use this group as a touchstone and an encouragement to complete the lessons, you may want to stick to the one a day plan. I did this when I first went through the lessons completely. I enjoyed working as a group on them, sharing my thoughts and hearing about how others were using it. I didn't want to fall behind, so I kept up the pace for one a day. The next year, I did the lessons again, and I lingered where I felt drawn to do so. Jesus tells us the workbook is divided into two main sections. The first dealing with the undoing of the way you see now, and the second with the acquisition of true perception. Since we need to change the way we think if we want to change the way we live and experience life, as well as awakening, we must undo the way we presently think. This is a very simple process, but there can be and probably will be resistance along the way. Don't be discouraged about this. Just keep going as the lesson, as the course instructs. It all works out in the end. The second part of the workbook is devoted to replacing wrong-minded thoughts with a truer way of perceiving. These lessons will shift your thinking, but it's necessary that you understand for this to work, you cannot make exceptions. Jesus says that each of them lessons is equally applicable to everyone and everything you see. You might be surprised to see how much resistance you have to this idea. There will be thoughts that some ideas just do not apply to a situation in your life. This is never true, no matter how reasonable the objection seems. Jesus emphasizes this when he says, one exception held apart from true perception makes its accomplishments anywhere impossible. The following paragraph further emphasizes this important fact. The only general rules to be observed throughout them are, first, that the exercises be practiced with great specificity as will be indicated. This will help you to generalize the ideas involved to every situation which you find yourself and to everyone and everything in it. Second, be sure that you do not decide yourself that there are some people, situations, or things to which the ideas are inapplicable. This will interfere with transfer of training. The very nature of perception is that it has no limits. It is the opposite to the way you see now. So when you can't understand how a situation applies, just let faith and trust carry you through the lesson. You won't regret this decision. And this paragraph you will find very useful and may come back to from time to time when you find yourself judging the process. Remember only this: you need not believe the ideas, you need not accept them, and you need not even welcome them. Some of them you may actively resist. None of this will matter or decrease their efficacy. But do not allow yourself to make exceptions in applying the ideas the workbook contains. And whatever your reactions to the ideas may be, use them. Nothing more than that is required. Thank you for being here with me this morning, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.